This is the Being Your Own CEO Success Circle. And this morning we're going to be looking at BaseCamp. My name is Lowell Ann, and in my coaching and consulting work, I help solopreneurs stay focused and motivated as we take their business to the next level, using some simple structures and pretty simple and easy technology. We'll be right back after this. Greetings wherever you are, and welcome to the Being Your Own CEO Success Circle. This is a weekly presentation intended as a support to solopreneurs. We get together because we enjoy each other's company, but we also like exchanging ideas and information, and also doing some experiments, trying new things. We also give and receive support. You can discover what we stand for by visiting the beingyourownCEO.com VCP page. You'll see our operating principles there. So I want to welcome viewers who are there. I do know that Lon McClure is there. Welcome, Lon. Nice to have you here. And I'm assuming that you have already logged in and said something. So welcome. And so now it's time for our panel members to introduce themselves. And I might say right off the bat that we know that one of our regulars, Alana, is under the weather this morning. Alana, get well soon. So let's see. Vivek, would you like to begin?
Namaste. My name is Vivekanand. Vivek Technology is my brand. Unify, simplify, amplify life is my tagline. And I want to make it simple for everyone. So that's my aim. At the moment, I am in England. It has been snowing for about an hour and a half. No, 2 hours now. So it is snowing, but ground temperature is not that bad. So quite a bit of snow has actually melted away. So let's see how it goes. But yeah.
My goodness, the weather patterns around the world are so strange right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because we've been more or less saying spring is sprung here, which is definitely not like the rest of Canada, believe me.
Yeah.
So you've been really busy with a charity that you work with, and all kinds of other companies that you've just acquired new clients. We haven't talked for a while. We used to talk a couple of times a week, and
yeah, had been quite busy. I have taken on, it's a voluntary role for Isha Foundation. It's charity run by Sadhguru. He's a spiritual yoga, all those things. So yeah, it's a voluntary role. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to be, uh, and I enjoy doing it. So I
Mm-hmm.
do it, not for any other
Yeah.
reasons. But yeah, that has kept me quite busy this
Mm-hmm.
entire week.
Right. Okay. So, and you have been to Sadhguru's ashram in India. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. We were talking about that in the green room, and you were mentioning that there's an ashram in Tennessee. You said, yeah,
Yeah, there is one.
interesting. So I'm glad you made it here. It's
Yeah,
always good to have
glad to
you
be here.
here. Right on.
Yeah.
David, how would you like to introduce yourself?
I will be happy to do that. My name is David Flannery. I'm with Affordable Websites for Small Business and United Country, Sauk Valley Realty, Team Flannery Real Estate. Um, I'm I'm here to monitor the chat, and right now we have two people in chat. We have Lon McClure, and he says, "Hello, success circle. Been a while since I've been able to drop in. I'll be in listen mode only, and I'm catching up on housework and have finished several projects recently." And Alana says, "Afternoon, everybody, and thanks, Loanne, for your comments." So,
Right on. I'm glad you're out there, Alana and Lon. Right on. So thank you for doing that for me, David. Much
you're welcome.
appreciated. Wow. So while and by the way, I got a text message from Jay. He says I'll be there in a few minutes. So something must have come up. So you've been working on some new website or on a new website, haven't you? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Air fryers for home
Mm-hmm.
use.com. It's going to be an affiliate site right now. It's an informational site.
Mm-hmm.
When I start getting um,
Traffic.
good traffic, I'm getting traffic. It's doing well. So,
Oh, good.
but it's not a point where I want to
Right.
put affiliates on yet. But
Mm.
it's making that slope. It's going this way right now, and I'm hoping that it'll do one of these real quick.
Right. Well, I've done the same thing, except that I'm a bit behind you. I just finished my fourth or fifth entry into my site called ladieswalkingsticks.com. So I've been having some fun just writing about my own experience, and which to begin with was a disaster until I did some research and so forth. So it's been it's been kind of fun to do, actually. So
It's a key. Make it fun.
yeah,
Doing
absolutely.
my learning about air fryers. I got one for Christmas, so now I'm
Yeah.
frying. At least 4 or 5 times a week at lunch. I'm um, air frying something, learning how to use it, and figuring out how the thing works. So
All right. Well, and that's I mean, if you're going to do an affiliate site, you really need to know what you're talking about.
yeah,
You have to have the direct experience.
and
Yeah.
it's been fun. Right now, it's mostly a review site. We're trying to kick off the informational portion of it
Mm-hmm.
next week. Get a couple of blogs for that, um, and go from there. So hopefully we'll start ranking
Right.
where we need to.
Oh dear. So I wish you well on that.
Thank you.
So yeah.
I wish you well on yours too.
Well, we'll see what happens. I think I took a slightly different turn. I did the informational part first, and I haven't done any reviews yet. So, yeah.
Yeah. The reviews were easier for me.
Right.
I didn't take Jay's philosophy of doing the hardest part first.
Oh, yeah, that is a good philosophy. Get the hard part out of the way first. Yeah. Okay, so Javita, how would you like to introduce yourself?
Namaste, all of you. I am Shubhangi from India, and I am a Reiki master teacher and also yoga teacher, and I love to teach healing.
Aha. Now, I saw something you posted from was it a review or something? So you were doing something in there as well.
Yeah, because we all have affiliate sites, no?
Yeah.
And
Well,
we're
not
promoting
everybody.
yeah, means most of us WA members
Yeah.
are promoting affiliate marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So a review is a part of it. So I'm trying to getting better at it. I'm really not good at doing reviews,
Ah.
but trying my best.
Everything is a learning curve, Javita.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so I'm happy that you made it, and of course we know that that you're talking to us from India, Mumbai. Yeah.
Yes,
So
and glad to be here,
Oh.
Lola.
yes, happy that you made it here. Oh, there's Nancy from beautiful Victoria, downtown Victoria. How would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Lolan, for having us here today. My name's Nancy Kreitz. I'm a holistic nutritionist, spiritual mentor, and Qigong instructor. And my business is Huga for Health, which is about keeping it simple, the simple art of health and well-being. And I focus on the mind-body connection, healing body, mind, and spirit. And I've got a new opt-in, a new freebie coming up next week, 10 steps to transform your mind-body pain. So thank you very much.
Right.
And I teach Qigong here in Victoria.
Yes, right on. So nice to have you here, Nancy.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah. So there's Jay. Would you like to introduce yourself, Jay?
Thank you. Hi, my name is Jay. My company is Magi Studios, where we help people get started in the world of online marketing through coach, consulting, and training. Hailing from beautiful sunny Langford, where it's a balmy 31
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Sunny, eh?
And Nancy, I just came up with a slogan for your
Well, thank you.
Heigi. How do you say it again?
Huga.
Huga. Right. Okay. So the slogan is, we put the auga in Huga.
Good one. Good
That's
one.
a great one.
Oh my God.
Good one. Yeah, I'll do that on my next video.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
the videos I'm making, right?
Oh dear, that's funny. So welcome everybody here. I just need to make sure I've covered everybody who's here. Yes, I think I have. So this morning is a bit of a follow-up from last week. Last week we talked about techniques for staying focused on the important projects that we're working on, etc. And it was mentioned, I think Jay mentioned, that he was using this I don't know whether you would call it an app or a software, Jay, called BaseCamp. And several of us who have been exposed to Jay's BaseCamp thought it would be interesting to know much more about it. So I asked Jay if he would demonstrate it for us or talk to us about it a little bit. I did just a little tiny bit of research online to discover that it is a project management tool. Excuse me, as well as a way like a collaboration tool. So, I mean, that's about as far as I got. So, would you expand the definition in any way, Jay?
No, I think that's pretty accurate in terms of what the tool
What
offers.
it is? Yeah.
Yeah, and it really does boil down to the person who's using it and their creativity in terms of how they use it. Because there are many ways you can use it, whether it be if you're a solopreneur or if you have a team of people. And it integrates with several other existing services, so that you're not taking away things that you might be used to, in terms of if you're used to using Google Docs, or if you're using, in terms of your storage or existing collaboration tools. So that's one of the reasons why I've been using it for so long, and why I like it, is just because it's not claiming to say cut everything else out, only use our stuff, right? So it's not locking you into anything. Also, it started out as an internal tool for themselves, the company themselves, because they're a web development. They were originally a web development firm, and they were trying to find a way to collaborate and do project management, and they weren't satisfied with the existing project management tools that were out there. And this is back in the day before WordPress, and where it was, old school web design, old school web development, using tools such as Dreamweaver and stuff like that. So they decided that they would build their own. So it started out as just their own internal project management system that was strictly web-based, and it's grown into such a great big project management tool, to the point where now you can call it an app, because they do have an actual app on your phone, and they do have an app for Mac, and I think they have a Microsoft app. Not 100% sure on that, but
it is web based.
It is completely web based. Yeah. So if you don't have the app, you can access it through your browser on your phone, or your tablet, or your desktop browser. So, and I like how you could sign in with just using your Google Mail and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really interesting. Well, first of all, I wanted to ask, where are they based? It's kind of interesting that they've been around for quite a long time.
They are in the U.S.
And we have a new participant in chat. His name is Paul Murray, and he says, "Hi, all."
Oh, there's Paul. Greetings, Paul. Welcome here. He's probably interested in knowing something more about BaseCamp. Yeah. So Jay, you said that the main reason that you really liked it was the integration with other tools. So you can connect up with your only Gmail, or I mean, if you were using all of the Microsoft tools, would it integrate with that as well?
Microsoft tools, I'm not sure, but I could tell you what I use it for, and the things that I integrate it with is the Google Drive. So I integrate it with Google Drive. There is one area called media, where you can either upload files directly into your BaseCamp, or you can link Microsoft. You can link your Microsoft stuff. Or you can link your Google Drive to that particular project. So,
so that's a really good thing to know. So from I mean, I know that it sounds like the collaboration piece was probably the impetus that determined the development of the tool. But if that wasn't your main thing, what would you, how would you be using it? What would be the advantage to using it?
What I like, one of my favorite features that it has is a communication tool. So it has something called Campfire. And what Campfire does is it gives you the ability to communicate with the people in your project by it's like a little mini chat engine, right? Where it's similar to Facebook Messenger, where you can mention someone and that will ping them and send an email saying, "Oh, hey, Jay mentioned you in Campfire," right? Where you can talk about things. So that's what I like. So if I needed to ask a question to someone, or if I needed to get something, request something, I can then do that. The other thing is that you can also set it up so that clients can actually go in and view it without any kind of login. So they can go in, and so if you wanted to share a mock-up of sorts, or you wanted to share an article with a client, you can set it up to send them a link so that they could see that, but they don't see anywhere else inside of your BaseCamp project. So you let me know, and I'm happy to kind of give a full demonstration of how it works.
Yeah. Well, I guess the important thing is that we all need to be really clear about what it would be used for, and that's what sort of came through to me. You said when you were talking about it something about it being useful to use in relation to your creativity, and I kind of wondered what you meant by that.
So like I use it for a certain reason. I use it. There's a couple reasons why I use it. One is to keep myself organized with clients, because it has a calendar and a to-do feature. So that way that integrates into your calendar, into your Google Calendar or Microsoft Calendar, or whatever type of calendar you use. So you can keep on tabs of what you need to do, or what your staff need to do, or what your clients need to do. So it has an accountability option, and I think based on what we talked about last week, everyone wanted to become more organized. I think that's what it was, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So it helps me stay more organized, and so that's what I use it for. So another reason why I use it is to communicate with my students in my coaching program. So it gives them the ability to have a portal where they can ask me questions or communicate with me in Campfire, or there's another feature in there called discussion. So they can ask me questions. I also then have the ability to upload the video replays of our one-on-one coaching sessions so that they can access those. And I integrate it with my Google Drive. So it's a nice portal for them because in essence, each of those students are a project, right? So each individual students get their own individual project area where it's only me and the students who have access to that and are able to see. It then gives the students the ability to use it so that they can stay organized and they can utilize it in terms of however they want to use it. If they want to use the task, or if they want to use the calendar, they have the ability and the power to do that. So
Jay, as a student, would the access to all of that mainly be used as in relation to the project or the coaching work that you're doing with clients, or is once they're in there, could they then use it to manage other projects that they're working on?
Yes to both. So primarily it's used to focus on the project that we're working together on. And then they are free to use it beyond that for their own organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it a premium? I'm assuming that it's a premium product.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. It is a paid product. They used to have like a light version, and I think if you were to dig in their website, you might be able to find that.
Right. Okay. So, like all good tools, the good ones, they always cost, don't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, in terms of the cost, you know, as long as you can justify that cost for its use, right? That's going to actually save you time and bring all your tools kind of into one place for keeping yourself organized and accountable. Right? I personally think it's worth the investment.
So
are you going? I'm sorry, Luann.
Go ahead, David.
Are you going to be doing a demonstration today?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. Right. So I have one last question, and if others have questions about its usage, you know, now would be the time. So if I had a website and I wanted to, you know, create a membership kind of experience for people, would BaseCamp be a good tool to integrate the members on your website in any way?
Yes, it depends. Yeah, absolutely. You can totally use that. The cool thing with BaseCamp is that it has all these different kind of tool sets that you can integrate into your project. And when you create that project, you can actually have it so that it only shows or integrates whichever. So if you only want to have the Campfire, which is that chat thing that we talked about, then you can have it so that that project only has the chat feature, right? Which you can use as a kind of like a members forum, if you will. So yeah, you could turn on and off whatever features you want.
Oh, I see. Okay, so does anybody in on the panel have any other usage questions? If not, go ahead, David.
Now you've given it to your students. And I'm one of your students, and if I set up a new project, do you have access to that? No? So if I set up a new project, then it's just me only, unless I give you access.
Unless you invite me to it, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's sort of hard to sort of sort out in our minds. Those of us that are using it because we're part of your project, it was hard for me to kind of visualize how there could be a separation between what I would want to use it for and what you would want to use it for.
Yeah. So alluding to what Dave was saying, that you can create your own new project where you can then just exclusively have that space to yourself.
Yeah.
And you can use it however you want.
That's really useful to know.
One more question for you. Would we be required to use our Google Drive or space?
If you were to create your own project?
Yeah.
You can. Yeah, you can use that, your own Google Drive. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting, and that would be great because that's where I want to kind of go with it. So. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what can we see? Can you? I'm assuming that you can share a screen. So maybe we could see how it works.
Sure. I'll pull back the velvet rope here.
Velvet rope.
All right. Share BaseCamp.
You need to put that in your background sometime along the line and have it animated so that it opens up.
All right. Can everyone see that?
Yes, we can.
I'll make it a little bit larger there. Here we go. Okay. Give me those cards.
While Jay's talking, Paul has just made a comment. Jay, your students who are projects, do they have to pay to be on BaseCamp?
No, they just pay me. So, but yeah, the access to the BaseCamp is part of the fee that they're paying me. So it's inclusive of what they get. All right, so this is your, I'm actually using the app, so the Mac app. So this is essentially the home page, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so if I were to scroll down, these boxes are my projects. These are all my projects.
Right.
And the way that I lay them out is, if it's a project with a student, it's the student's name.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a project for a client, it is then, or my own site, it's then the domain name. So you can see here, there's
I can
the
see
actual
that.
name,
Yeah.
and then there's domain names. This is just how I've always organized. I'll actually show you how I organize my files here locally. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see, new share, Finder. Okay, so if you look here, this is just a folder of mine on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, each of these folders have domain names associated.
Yeah.
So if I open that folder, there's 3 additional folders, one called communications, one called graphics, and one called web. Each of them have their own individual parts. So communications, any PDFs, any documents that I would have or share with my client. So this, just to give you context, this has nothing to do with BaseCamp. Right?
No, I get that.
This is how I kind of organize my local files. Graphics, if there are any graphics that are workable, like Photoshop. So I organize it in 4 separate folders. So I'm inside the graphics folder now, and I organize it in raw, which is like if I were to get any images from clients, that would go into the raw folder. And then Photoshop, so if I create something in Photoshop for a client, that would reside. So these would all be Photoshop files.
Mm-hmm.
And then same with Illustrator. These would all be vectored projects.
Mm.
And then output is anything that I would render from Photoshop or Illustrator into a web-based format, because you want to compress it and make it more web-friendly. So that's what output would be. So that's how I've always organized my files with clients. So that being said, that's why I organize my projects in BaseCamp as the domain name.
Mm-hmm.
So go back here, I'm gonna change. So you have the option of doing it like cards, like this, or as a list. I actually prefer the list because I can find it much easier. And as you can see, it is alphabetical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree. I find
Yes.
I find cards presentations very hard to find things.
It's too much real estate to look at.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. So there's also what's called an HQ. So if you have a company, this is an internal HQ, right? So it's got your Campfire, your message board, any to-dos, schedules, docs, and files. So this is if you have, so for example, if you have a file or a folder that you want to share with your internal staff only, you have the ability to do that. And then if you were to scroll down in your HQ or your project, you can kind of get an activity, you can get a timeline of the activity of people doing things, right?
So where did you go to find the HQ? I mean, it's right there as a card, but
yeah, so only I would have an HQ. None of my students would have the HQ unless they were to have their own paid version of,
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can easily jump to a project. So you just kind of start typing, and then it'll show all the projects as you go. You can go into the project, and then there is this is the project folder for one of our sites.
Right.
So the other option is you can actually just click on it there and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so here we have 7 different boxes: task, calendar, docs and files, project chat, which is Campfire, because you can rename these boxes to whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Message board, automatic check-ins, and then email forwards. The email forwards is kind of cool because if you ever get an email that you want to pop in a project, instead of copy pasting the email, you can actually forward it to your BaseCamp.
Oh,
And then it'll automatically show up in here.
cool.
From there, you can then add whatever you want. You can assign it to a certain area, to a certain person. You can add, remove people onto the project.
Mm-hmm.
And here's how I organize my tasks for content. So we've got, I do something called, I chunk them out articles into monthly formats.
Mm-hmm.
So January, February, so on.
Right.
And then inside, so this is a to-do list. Inside is the title of the article that is to be completed.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the completed tasks. And when you create a task, you can assign people to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new project.
Thank you.
'Cause I think
That would be really good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Because everyone does it in their own way, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to press new.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I have an option where I can go create a brand new project from scratch, a new from template, because you can create prefabricated templates.
Mm-hmm. You create them yourself?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You can also download templates from BaseCamp's website that have, so similar to Trello. Trello has the option to that. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of create a new project. Let's name this project. Let's call it, let's go Jay's.
Demo?
Let's go JayNeill.org.
Okay.
Because that is
Oh yes.
site.
That's part of that's your naming convention, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to press save. And there it is, right there. So you can go in it. And then, so here it is, brand new and fresh. Would you like some help setting up this project? Yes, help out. And it'll actually kind of take you through a little tutorial.
Okay.
I'll just say no. So these are all the tools that come with the new project. And then you can also add the email forward right here if you want. Right here.
Oh.
So you can turn on or off any of these areas. You can also rename them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we will just leave it the way it is. And we'll start with a campfire chat. Now, because I'm the only one in here, I can only talk to myself, right? So all I have to do is press the app button, and it'll kind of prompt who's part of the project, right? And then boom, and then someone can go, and then I can, I can add emojis. I can actually link files. So if I wanted to, let's see, what is this? So I wanted to upload this and say, hey, look at, we got a new feature inside our members area. Yeah, there we go. So I can attach images to Campfire. Yeah. Docs and files. I think this is something that a lot of people are interested in. So keep all your docs in one place. So I'm going to go new And you see here, I have the option to go start a new doc, make a new folder, upload a file, link it from Google Drive, Dropbox, Box, or OneDrive. So let's add a link from Google Drive. So I'm going to go do that. And then it says, what's the name of the file? Right, I can then name it, and then I can link it. So right here, so here's how you do this, is I will go to my Google Docs. So I will share it here, 1 second. Like that. Can you see my Google Drive here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I don't have this project on yet, so I need to create a new folder. So new folder, call it JayNeill.org. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go, again, new folder, call it graphics. I'm going to go in that folder. I'm going to create one more called raw. And I'm going to now upload a file in this folder. Pictures. Pictures. There it is. There we go. So I'm going to upload that. And I'm going to share this. Get shareable link.
Okay, so there's how you do it. You get the shareable link so that you can put it over there in BaseCamp.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So copy that. Back to BaseCamp. There, when you initially set up your BaseCamp, there is a way to kind of automate this. But because I have so many different kind of projects and many different variables within each project, I just do it this way, the manual way. Okay, so there it is. And so we go image, like that. Here is the latest client photo of Jay. And then I post it. And then I can view it on Google right there.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So then I can go back to my project. And let's see if I can, so how about, Dave, do you mind if I invite you to my project? All right.
Has he disappeared?
No, he's there. He's just muted, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
I forgot muted, and I did answer you, Jay. Yeah,
I did see that. I can read lips.
I'm a little bit tired today.
And-
Sorry.
and I don't appreciate what you called me. So.
Oh. I'm sorry, Jay.
All right, so I'm gonna go. So I'm in my project. I'm gonna invite some people. So I'm gonna add, and as you see, I can add as much as I want here, right? Pick people from company.
So this you would use, for example, if you wanted to create a membership site. This would be how you would, part of what you would do is add the people that you want in that project. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, you can in essence do that. Absolutely. Yeah. So because David's already part of my BaseCamp contact list, I could just start typing his name. And then there he is, like that. And then that's it. And then I go send now. And now I can go back to Campfire and I say, welcome to this awesome project. So what's going to happen is he's going to get two emails. One is an invite to the project, and two, a mention. Say, hey, you've been mentioned in Campfire.
I wondered why there were two. Why you received two?
Yeah, so he would have to get, because he has to accept the invite, right, to the project. Yeah. So now that you're muted again there, bud.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Now, because Dave's already part of the BaseCamp, it actually might already just bring him on board without inviting him. That may be the case. I'm actually not sure about that. But if a person's never been in any of your BaseCamps before, it would then invite them, right?
Jay, I have a question.
Hello.
Hello, Jay.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
So I have seen message box also there. So Campfire and message board are they are two different things, or how they work?
Yeah. So a message board is basically a document, right? And it has different categories, right? So if I go announcement, and we'll say website launch. Hello, team. We are planning to launch this website on March 1st. And then I can go at Dave, how are your projects for this site coming along?
Okay, Jay, when I clicked through and I used my Google account, it came up, it says choose an account to continue to 37signals.com.
Yep, those are the creators of BaseCamp.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then I can go save this as a draft. I can post this message because it is an announcement, and I go post it, and it says, when I post this, one person will be notified. So when I post it, David will get an email. But if I don't want anyone to get notified, I can go change, and I can just unselect that, and then no one would get notified. But because Dave is mentioned in this, I want him to be notified. Save changes. So I'm going to go ahead and post this message. And there we go. And what I like about it is that it kind of provides, see this little rocket thing? So I can boost myself, I can clap, like that. So it's like, yes, awesome, that's great. It's almost like a +1. Okay. So that's the message board. And then there's a list of to-dos. So let's go site launch list. Okay, add this list. And now I can add, so upload image to site. I can assign this to whomever I want as part of the project. Wow. So it'll be Dave's in charge. Notify them about this assignment. When done, notify me. And I want to say, I want it due on, I'm going to be a stickler. I want it, Flannery, I want it due tomorrow. And then I can just add some notes.
Right now, sir.
That would be sir, yes, sir. And I can add notes to it. Please ensure the image is in a JPEG format and optimized for the web. And I go add this to do. And there we go. And then that's it. And then, so there's just the one to do in here, which you could see right there. And then when it's completed, So when Dave did it, he could actually go in and mark it as done.
Yeah.
So if you were using this just for yourself, you would say that the project was for yourself, and then when you finished it, you would just mark it as done. Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
So here's add homepage content. Assign it to me. When
Yeah.
done, notify me. You don't have to do the notification.
Right.
Because this is typically done if it's two different people, right? Do on, I'll give myself a week and a couple days.
Oh, sure. Only give me.
Well, let's say I want to run it for multiple days, right? In terms of a project, right? So let's say it's a webinar or this kind of thing, right? I can set that up. So we'll say do that, add notes, say ensure the content is proofread by, and then I can mention Dave as well, like that. And there we go. And then if we go back to the home page, if we look down here, there's a schedule, and that was blank before.
Yes.
But now so now we have our schedule listed, right? So we can see, we can go to the calendar and we can see. I can now add this project calendar to my Google Calendar by going add this schedule to your Google Calendar, Outlook, or iCal.
Wow, that's
So
great.
if I do that, then so this is the part where I was talking about where you don't have to take away from what you are used to. You can integrate this into your everyday system, right? So I can then integrate this into my Google Calendar, which I can use on my phone or on my normal calendar, and then I'll be able to see the projects.
So Jay, does that show up in your mail as a separate? No, not your mail. Your calendar. Does it show up as a separate calendar, or does it just integrate into your own current one?
It shows up as a second calendar, as a
separate calendar. Okay.
Separate calendar that is named the project name.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So then you can assign it. With Google Calendar, you can assign a different color to that particular project.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Jay, can I share my screen and have you walk me through how to connect? Because I'm not connecting very well.
Okay.
Okay. I go to my email and it says join Jay. Gives me the option of use my Google account or to put in an email. So I click on use my Google account and it comes to this box.
So select David Flannery, click on that.
Okay, that's where I was going wrong.
And then there you go.
There we go. Okay. Thank you.
So now looking at David's project here, his BaseCamp, so you can see how everything that we just did is now
there
in his BaseCamp.
Right.
So he can go to the to-dos. He can go to, so if David, could you please go to the to-dos area? And he click on the site launch list, or absolutely, click on that. And let's say he's all done. So mark that project as that task is done. Boom, done. Okay. Now I actually just get a notification. I just because I'm using the app, I actually get an instant notification.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then to go back to, how do I go back to that?
Just hit the JayNeill.org at the top there. And then you're back to your base.
Now we go back to the to-do list. and it's only got one. That's yours.
And
Or
the
no?
one that's checked off. Yeah,
Checked
exactly.
off.
So now,
Okay, it shows me
yeah.
the one that I did. So now I'm done, and I can also
Now
go
you're
back
done.
and make sure that I've got it checked and all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So go into the go there and go into the campfire, please, in the left. The top left box there. Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
Can David add more stuff to his own to-dos there?
Yes. Yeah, because he's a team member, he can add his own to-dos. Absolutely. And so if you want to maybe just say @Jay, so just mention me and say you've done you've uploaded the image or you've completed the project. There you can, and then from there you just click on the name, and you're good. And then you can just say, project complete, sir. With an E on the end, sire.
Right.
There we go.
Like someone put a
Wow.
E at Madame.
Yeah, that's right.
Madam
exactly.
Speaker.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. And then you just press enter, and there you go. And then I get the notification
Oh.
right away.
So I'm curious about all of those things across the top: the home, pings, hey, activity, find, all of that stuff.
Sure, sure. Would you like me to
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
through
I'm gonna
that?
stop sharing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Why are you guys so large? Here we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll go back to Jay's BaseCamp. Go to the home, and look, I've got 3 hays. Well, let's go back to JayNeill.
That's
You
for
see
horses, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So if I click on that, you can see these are all kind of things that people have mentioned, right? So I could see David Flannery was in the campfire. So I can go and hit here. I can see, okay, he's uploaded image to site. So I can go take a look at that. And then that instantly takes me to
Okay.
where he was talking. And then I can give him a boost. I'll say, well done.
Yeah.
And give him,
A clap.
where's there? Yeah, there, that's what I was looking for. There we go. And then boom.
Bag of dollars.
Yeah, bag of dollars. Yeah, exactly. There we go. And I could see there it is right there. And there he also mentioned something right there. I'll say, awesome thanks for completing on time.
I can see how this could be used with just individual coaching clients.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So let's do one thing. So I'll kind of go here and show you this. So home is where you get to see absolutely everything.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
Pings is that if you wanted to create a private chat with someone, so if I wanted to create something, so I can just go start typing someone's name, and I can go, hey there, how are your projects coming along? And ping them. All is well. Like that. So that's what the pings are.
So a ping is a private message. Okay, I didn't catch on to
Yes.
that when I was looking at it before.
Yeah. And then a hey is any notification that you've received or you've given.
Oh.
Activity is my activity, or I can actually take a look at someone's activity, someone's assignments. I could look at someone's activity. So I can go Nancy. Let's see how Nancy's doing. And now I can look at Nancy's activity. So you can then hold them accountable for everything so if you're trying to get someone to do something, you can see if someone is doing their job, right? So I can go look at Tony, and I can see that he's been working hard on his projects right here. If you want to look at someone's assignments, so I can look at Alana's assignments, looks good. If I want to see if there's any overdue to-dos, we can see overdue to-dos that need to be done, right?
Okay.
Upcoming dates. So it's a hub to really find information, whether it be information for you or information about someone else, to make sure that they're on top of what, right? And then find is just an advanced find feature.
By subject, not person.
Oh,
Correct.
Okay.
So you can create a filter, right? Search. So if I want to go, let's go. I only want to find messages from, let's say, Tony, and I want to see that, there we go. See, there's messages, or let's see to-dos and all projects, and we'll say just affiliate resources. So there, so nothing specific. So any files in there. So we can see there's all the files that he's uploading. So if I'm looking for something specific, so let's say rip off. Okay, so nothing there. Just put the word 5. And you see there's everything with the letter 5 in it, right? So
Right.
for example, right there.
Right on.
Yeah. Hey, I got a hey, just as we were talking.
Who sent you a hey?
I don't know. I've got boosts. There we go. See? So I gave myself a boost.
Oh.
Self gratification, right?
Right.
Like, oh, yay, Jay! Yay, me! I was actually listening to an ebook called "Kick Ass" by Mel Robbins, and the end of the book, she was saying how important it is to have celebration in your life, regardless of how small, accomplishments. And
Yeah,
I really
right.
tried to adopt that to me and other people.
Right. Celebrate your own.
Yeah.
So, so go back to home again for a second, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, there's the button. Okay. I
Yeah,
see
so now
the
let's
button for
create a new one.
plus new. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's create a new project, but let's only have Campfire in, right? So we'll say, so hang out with Jay. And let's go like this. Let's change the tools. And we'll turn everything else off.
Oh, I
Oh.
see. Okay.
that's good.
And we only have the Campfire. Like that. All set. Take me back to the project.
Right.
And there we go. And now I can invite some people. So I can invite Glenn. I can invite, let's go invite Nancy. And invite David. Like that. And hey there, everyone.
So just use it. So in this case, you're just using it as like a message, almost like a message board.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome to your new shiny fancy pants chat system with Jay. Come in and say hello. Say hello. There we go. I could preview what this would look like. So this is what the email would look like. Jay invited you to their base camp. Jay added a note. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to your shiny fancy pants chant system with Jay. Come in and say hello. So I can send that now.
And we'll all get a message.
And you'll all get a message. And I'll go in here and say, someone got a message. And I can say, hello, David. Hello, Ann. Nancy. Welcome. Say, welcome to the machine. I'll just obviously have to quote them. Add a little happy face and maybe some music. Actually, cool one. One advanced feature I don't really often share, but if you click on the emojis and you go on a Mac, let's go like that. Then you've got all your different emojis.
What did you do? I couldn't see what you did.
Oh, right. Of course, you can't see my fingers moving, right? It's Control Command Space, which I would think would be Control Alt Space on a PC. So let's put a taco. There, I put a taco, and then boom, and there it is. So I've kind of mentioned everyone there.
Mm-hmm. So Jay, I know Javita asked the question, but I'm still not clear. Because what you just did here kind of looks as though this could take the place of the Hangout texting that we all do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see the difference between Campfire and the message board. I didn't get that.
Okay, yeah. So these are more. This is more off the record Campfire.
Mm-hmm.
Message board would be more for an official announcement. They have categories, right? Where this doesn't have any categories. I'll go back to JayNeill.
Oh, okay.
With the message board, and you see there's a topic here, right? So this message board, so website launch.
Mm-hmm. That was, I remember you chose announcement, yeah.
Yeah, so if I go new message, I have a variety of different categories. I can edit these categories as well. And I can format this message. So if we were to compare this with Wealthy Affiliate, it would be similar to asking a question in a classroom.
Oh.
Or creating a WA blog post, right? And then you could choose who gets notified,
right?
Yes.
So you wouldn't use the message board for just throwing a question in for somebody, or finding out if they are available to have a chat within Zoom or something like that. The way we use Google Message.
Yeah. See,
or Hangout message.
With the message board, though, you can say you only want one person to get the message, and not everyone.
I see.
Where a Campfire, everyone would then see the message.
Oh.
Okay, got it. All right, I get the difference now. Right. Cool. Well, it certainly looks as though it would. I can see a number of possible uses for this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's a fantastic tool.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, look there. Here we got some
Nancy's already responded. Oh. So I'm looking at the time here. We are after the top of the hour, so I'm wondering if any of the members in the group have any further questions about how to use it, or any
I'm good.
parting.
Thank you, Jay. It was a good presentation.
Yeah, it certainly was. So,
I think it's more applicable for a group, not for a person.
Well, I mean, great, that's a great comment, but it depends on, like, if you have your own source of organization that works for you, then continue on with that. This is just an alternative. This could be an alternative to someone, if someone wants to try to get more organized in a format as we've shown, then this would be an ideal situation right, where you can do that.
Yeah, I've added a project from working with Jay into that, and I get a notification all the time in my email.
So it's just a simple reminder.
So it keeps me on track.
right on.
No,
Well,
it's a great tool, but I want to say that it's better to use in a group or for your professional use.
yeah.
I like I like it because I actually use it where I have projects in there that it's only me who accesses it. And then I also have projects in there where multiple people access it. And then I also have projects where it's only just me and one other person accessing it. So, it's all, and the reason why I choose to do it that way, specifically the by myself part, is because I'm already using it on a daily basis. So I shouldn't need to change my routine just because it's me in there.
It's that principle we talked about last time. Use the tools that you're comfortable using rather than taking on a new one.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And to kind of finish off what we were talking about today, BaseCamp is really good because, as I had mentioned, that it integrates your existing tool set, that you may be used to, but it also is an all-in-one kind of place, because some people might use Slack for communication with other people. Some people use, as Laulan mentioned, Hangouts to chat with each other. So, this could be a tool where it could essentially replace that, and it's all in one area.
Yeah, I could see it as a great place to a shortcut for staying in touch with my clients. Yeah.
Alana says, "Great demo, Jay. Thanks."
Right. Okay, so it's 13 minutes after. So I want to thank you, Jay. Appreciate your taking the time to explain that to us. I know you're very busy and you're about to travel, so I really do appreciate that. And I just want to remind everyone that it's important to do what you love with passion. And we'll see you again next week.